Hey, I'm Becky and I did the European Divide Trail on my unicycle, and I thought before getting it all disassembled again, I give you a talk through my setup and the gear I took with me. And yeah, here I am. So, let's start with myself. Of course, I have a backpack on here. So, for riding, a helmet, of course, obviously. Then I'm wearing for my own safety knee pads and gloves, as you might be able to see here. I used the knee pads quite a lot, so I had 6 folds in total, where I landed on my knees, and I can also remove my knee pads pretty quickly. I put them on again quickly. That's quite good because I tend to get allergic reactions when I don't air my knees out during the day. So I have to do it quite often, but it's always worth it to wear them because, yeah, I would have totally fucked up my knee, at least 3 of the folds, and that could have meant the end of my European Divide Trail journey. So yeah, wear knee pads, kids. Okay. Okay, then on myself, I got a merino wool t-shirt. It does not start to smell. But one bad point about it that I left it out for one night, and they got some moth probably attacked me, and I got plenty of holes in there. So yeah, not very nice. Yeah, I'm wearing just normal leggings for running, and underneath I have merino wool underwear. It really is nice, and I think when I add another layer of pants, I used to think it helps with the rubbing, but actually it's more like it traps the heat in your legs and you get more problems due to the heat, and I tend to wear less and so get more air in the sitting region, and this really helps my skin. So I got some Bluetooth headsets for listening to music while I'm riding. I used to have the cable things, but they always got destroyed because you have huge cable hanging on you, and when you're pushing a unicycle, just get tangled up. And yeah, on some Unipacking trips I destroyed 2 pairs of headphones. So yeah, I'm now with Bluetooth headphones. Yeah, I have my Garmin watch where I do my navigation with. Then I'm wearing some mountain bike shoes for riding. Yeah, that was about me. And yeah, next one is my backpack. So it's a 34-liter backpack, I think. So to the outside here, I have my sleeping mat, just like a foam mat, and what I really like about it, you can make it quickly, so keep it set up kind of, and when you want to pack it up again, it's quick. And yeah, it also does not soak water, so I can use it as a floating device when I'm chilling in a lake, or I can just throw it on the ground while having a break, and it does not get a flat. It always works. It's not the most comfortable, but it always works, so that's nice. Yeah, so when I'm riding and it's not sunny, I usually have my sunglasses out here. When riding, when sunny, of course, on my face. Then I have a reusable tissue in the front. This is my water bladder, hangs out here. Then I've got another water bottle for my, yeah, I will show you later my filtering system. Yeah, on my right pocket, I usually have a bunch of snacks that I eat while riding. It's always nice to have snacks very easily accessible while riding, otherwise you end up not eating enough, and the trick is for riding so long during the day is to always keep eating. Then on my left pocket I got my phone. It's kind of waterproof, which really saved me. So during all the rain events, it was so great to have a waterproof phone and not to worry about, oh, my phone is getting wet and destroyed. So this really helped. Yeah. Now to the back side. I've got here a reusable pea cloth. Very nice if you don't want to smell like public toilet girls. Really recommend. Then I got my towel. It's usually my unicycle, but when it's wet, I usually like dry my stuff out of my backpack. Yeah. Then here in this thing, I got all my garbage that I collect, so I can easily throw it away when I find an opportunity. Oh yeah, and I also got my little sponge for cleaning my dishes out here. Yeah, let's continue. The upper pocket. So very easy accessible. For my sunglasses. A head torch. Very usable when you go through a lot of tunnels to have it accessible. Or it gets dark, it also has like a flash mode. Yeah, so you can make yourself a little bit more visible spontaneously. Then sun protection for the lips. My sewing kit. Oh, earplugs. It really saved my trip. I did not plan on taking them, but so nice. Yeah, what else? I have a Garmin Messenger. It's a satellite communication device, and it also it had a tracking function. So it's tracking like every 10 minutes a point was sent where I am in the moment, and I send a check-in messages during when I started and at the end of the day. And it also has an SOS button in case of an emergency and you have no cell phone reception. Yeah, it's a two-way communication device, and actually, yeah, I think it really made my mom sleep very good, I would say. It also made me feel very good, and also like the tracking function was really nice if you wanted to meet up with other riders or other people or friends along the way, so you could see where you are and could meet you without you having to text, yeah, I'm there or I'm there. It's so nice for that. It was so great, the tracking function. Yeah, that's it about the pocket. Let's go inside. Oh yeah, I have my nice wool shirt that I wear doing when it's cold outside for riding or at the camp when the mosquitoes out or yeah, whatever. It's so nice. I really love it. Oh yeah, I've got my tripod. It's a big one, so you can make it really big. So it stands up very tall and yeah. So that's for the camera. Then I have my snack bag in here. They're all like snacks I eat during the day, or I try to have it reduced to the snacks I eat during the day, but yeah, sometimes also snacks for the next day are in there. And in that snack bag, I got my water filter. It's a squeezy one. I will show you later how I did it, and something to backflush it. And my spoon. It's always nice to have the spoon accessible, because you never know what kind of food you're going to buy during the day or eat, and you might need a spoon. Yeah, and of course a lighter. It's always nice to keep the lighter dry. In Spain it got wet, and then I had to dry it for a few minutes until I could put on my gas cooker. Yeah, there I have another bag. This plastic bag with no one wrapped around it. I want the dry bag, because the dry bag, it's kind of getting old now, and I think I have to replace it. And in there, another bag, is my camera that I use for like the nice shots, for pictures, because I really like it when you can zoom in. Really gives another perspective. Yeah, some additional SD cards. What else do I got in there? Ah, my wallet. It's one that you can hang around. Yeah, what I also carried actually are my house keys. It really gave me a nice feeling of being able to go home at any time and yeah, it's a nice reminder, and it's some weight, but yeah, I really loved the feeling of carrying them around. Yeah, not much cash, mostly like cards, and yeah. I also got some sleeves for my arms when it's colder or the sun is like boiling. My little notebook or diary, it's always good when you're like researching something on your phone to make some notes and not like having to remember it. I really recommend bringing some paper. And it's empty now. Oh yeah, my water bladder. It's in the moment a 1.5 liter one. My old one broke. It was a 3 liter one, so I had to buy a new one. Yeah, and 1.5 was okay for the north, but for the south, it would have been a bit too small, I guess. Yeah, my rain jacket, it's really small and light, and yeah, it's really great. Ah, yeah, that was nearly it. I got another pocket. Like some insect spray, always good. Mosquitoes were crazy in Sweden. Yeah, I've got a head net to put over me when it's too many mosquitoes or midges around. Sunscreen, very important. Hand disinfection, also great. My toothpaste and my toothbrush. And just some stuff, yeah. That's about it of my backpack. Okay, let's come to the unicycle. Yeah, so I've got 3 big bags and 1 small bag, and this bag actually is the GoPro in, which I'm filming right now. Yeah, it's really nice to have the GoPro handy, because if it's in the bag, you will never use it. And yeah, so let's go through my bags. Okay, this top bag here is my clothing bag, kind of. In this dry bag, it's just like a dry bag with loops and yeah, something to strap it onto the unicycle. And the loops are really great, because before I used just a normal dry bag and it always slipped around, and I had to readjust many times during the day, and with this it's way better. So I got my long rain pants accessible, and I did not really use them for the rain. I used them more for the mosquitoes, actually, because I can't get through, and when I arrived at camp and many mosquitoes were around, I just put my rain pants on. I did not carry them in the house. I just picked them up when I was at home on the halfway. Okay, then my clothing bag. So yeah, let's see. Okay, I've got a puffer jacket for camping, or when it's like, yeah, for at the camp, or when, and yeah, really nice. Also green, so people don't see me right away. It was even useful in Spain, and I was so happy that I had it in Spain. Then I have some, like a t-shirt out of cotton for the night. Some pants as well, also long ones. Then I got actually another pair of riding pants. Yeah, I also wore, like I destroyed 2 in the southern part, and the one I wear for the northern half. Yeah, they're also pretty done, and yeah. And when I'm washing my pants, it's always like they take some time to dry, and it's always nice to have a dry pair of pants. And yeah, hang the other on the uni. So I would probably just take two pair of pants. I would probably take 2 pair of pants for future adventures because, yeah, one can just get destroyed and it's a critical part. Yeah, then I also got like a second riding t-shirt. I did not really needed it, and I could have gone along with one, I guess. And it's also merino. I wore it more on the southern section. This one I got new when I was in Germany. This is actually like the female version. In the female version, it has like way shorter sleeves, and I did not really like that, like for the sun protection. So I got also the male version, and it's way longer and nicer. So yeah, but this is lighter. Then for when it gets cold, I got like another merino wool base layer for wearing underneath. I really had to use it in the north. Or when it rained, it was also great. Yeah, another base layer. Yeah, I could have only taken one, I guess. I did not use it at all. Then I have another buff, like as a hat for sleeping. And yeah, when it's like 3 in the morning and the sun is already up, I do like this. And yeah, sleeping works. For sleeping I also got wool socks, and it's really nice to have warm and dry feet in the night. Yeah, I in total got 4 pairs of underwear and 4 pairs of socks. I think it was a good amount. And I also really tried to not stack up dirty clothes. So I try to wash them when I use them and hang them on my unicycle the next day to dry. Yeah, another tissue. And I got some zip-zap pants. I originally planned them to use them for riding, like as the second layer. But as I already mentioned, it was too hot. But for the north, it would have been nice. And one day I was also using them because of the cold. And if I would have bad luck with the weather, I definitely would have used them way more. But I think I could have left them at home, but it was nice to have them, especially like when flying out and in. And I don't know if I would take them for another trip. And yeah, I also got legs for my pants, so I can make them long. Yeah, that was nearly a full clothing bag. Then in here, then my sleeping bag. It's 3-season sleeping bag, I think, and the comfortable temperature used to be 0 degrees, so freezing point, but I think it's not anymore. Like when it's like 5 degrees in the night, it's kind of okay to sleep in it, I would say, but I really have to get my puffer jacket in, and yeah. So this definitely needs a wash. And I got like a waterproof compression bag for my sleeping bag. Yeah, it can really save your day, especially when it's raining like crazy. Okay, let's continue. The bottom bag. Yeah, you are probably wondering why I did not cut these straps, and actually I was pretty happy about it, because at one point my front bag here, it broke, and I used the straps from one strap of this bag to fix it. And yeah, so I had one strap less, but I could use like one of the long ones for the top one, and yeah, really helped. And also when I've packed my unicycle for flying, I wrap it around the back for that, but I will show you later. Okay, let's open it. Yeah, that's also how I usually got it opened. Yeah, let's start. I've got my tent in there, just loosely fitted in. I will show a later picture. Tent poles. Yeah, stakes. And also in there I got my stove and also my gas. Actually, fun thing, I used like way less gas as I planned on. So this is a little 100-gram package, and it's, yeah. And actually I used like 230 grams and a 101 for the southern half, and 230 grams and a little bit of a 100-gram one for the northern part. Yeah, so it's nice. Did not rinse through lots. Then I have my titanium pot. I think it's about 1 liter fits in or so, and really like everything what I needed for the evening. So for one person it's good, for 2 persons it might be a bit small. Oh yeah. Then I got my shovel and my toilet paper for doing big business in the forest. Yeah, then I've got some period products, so you can make it to the next supermarket at least, and yeah, some like magnesium and iron, and yeah, some like additional minerals and vitamins, because when you're like sweating lots, you really need them. Yeah, I got some more sunscreen. That was way too lot, I guess, but I was hoping for some more sun, and there was not a smaller package available. Yeah. And I got my toiletries. Like I got some deodorant, some, I don't know how you call it, like some creamy stuff when you have like wounds or so, something like when your skin is raw, you put it on and it helps. Some anti-allergic gel against like mosquito bites, and yeah, in case I fall, some arnica cream. I have not used it. I could have left it behind again. Okay, I also got a bowl. I did not use it that much. I could have probably gone along without using it, but sometimes it was very nice to have it. Especially when you're like not just cooking one thing, but 2. Oh yeah, some sweet stuff like open noodles also I put in here. Then I got my flip-flops, some camp shoes, very nice to have them, and arrows feet. I got a spare tube, never used it, but always good to bring one along. My hairbrush, small, simple, and I've been using it for 6 years, and yeah, it works great. My favorite one, so I also use it at home. Then I got some soap, biodegradable, and it's like solid soap. And yeah, already used plenty. Oh yeah, and then I got my water filter system. So usually you screw on a bottle, like a normal one, and you like it's a normal, imagine a closed one, and you can squeeze it through. But at camps it's a bit annoying. So I then got my water bottle, it's a bigger one, it's the opening. I hang it up somewhere, pour water in, and yeah, the gravity does the job. And yeah, this bottle is for collecting the water. Also, if I use like a normal one with squeezing, I also use it for collecting the water. Yeah, and some additional rope, never know, for yeah, hanging up clothes, or if you can't really put the stakes in for your tent, to fix it somehow differently. And yeah, you used it a few times, can recommend. Okay, one pocket left, one bag left. Okay, now we are coming to the front bag. Yeah, it's designed by me and sewed by my mom. And yeah, it's already, I think we made one prototype. Then I used one for the southern section and it broke. And for the northern part, my mom made me a new one. So it was also why I had to do a stop at home. But yeah, it's like very narrow, so your legs don't get in the way while riding. Yeah, let me see what I got in here. 1 liter of water, and that's a water bottle I usually use for filtering. And it's always good to have some more weight off your back and more in the uni. Then, one addition I got in Sweden, my umbrella really saved my day a few times. Yeah, then I got some snacks in here. Oh yeah, I got a backlight. Did not really use it that much, but I used it on my way back from the ED team. And yeah, and also on dark rainy days I could have used it. Nice to have. Oh, some extra protective glass for my GoPro. Camera lens. Oh, then I got like 3 spare batteries for my head torch. And an adapter for my big tripod for my phone in case I destroy my camera. And yeah, that's it. And some more snacks. My first aid kit. Oh yeah, that's my tool bag. Lots of tools. Let's have a look. Plenty of spare brake pads. Yeah, I had some disc problems on my journey and ran through a lot of brake pads in the south and until I got a proper disc. And yeah, and for the north I took 4 or 5 pairs of me because I was so scared. And yeah, like in the south at one point I had like 10 pairs of it in it, and yeah, wasn't that nice? I got a little box with spare screws. It's always nice to have some spares around. Patch kit, I only used my patch kit once. I only had 1 flat on the total EDT on my tube, but I used 2 tube tires. Yeah, my Swiss army knife, so great to have it. Yeah, then I got some electrical tape for my unicycle. I will show you later. Spoke tool for adjusting the spokes. Some Loctite. I got a big one for my cranks. Allen key for my cranks, yeah, to get the level, to get like enough force on it. Yeah, some extra schlumpf oil for my hub. Yeah, something to put between the brake when you have to disassemble the unicycle. Oh, actually got a measuring tape, you never know. Some zip ties. Schlumpf tool for my hub. And yeah, and a lock in case I need to lock anything. Never used it, but if I would have stayed like in a hostel or so, could have saved the day. Okay, and of course an air pump, and I actually got one with with a hose. So it really protects your valve, because when you're like having the traditional one and you pump, the valve gets hit along the rim, and that can destroy your tube at the valve, and you can't patch it. And happened to me once, and luckily it was a good situation, but if you would not have spare tubes, then you would be screwed, and it totally sucks. So to avoid the problem, get a pump with a hose. What's next? And the last one is my electronics. So I've got like a fast charging power bank using 26,000 milliampere hours, and it goes from 0 to full in 1.5 hours. Of course, for that I also have like a special charger. It's quite heavy. Also the battery pack. And yeah, it has 3 plots, and yeah, it really kind of saved my trip. It was a good investment, because I could just like stop in a cafe for 45 minutes and it's half full again. Or when I'm at a campsite, plug it in the morning when I wake up, and when I have packed up, it's full again. That's nice. Charger for my camera. Yeah, and some cables, like one for my watch. Then I've got another one for the GoPro, for my camera. And then I got like 2 USB-C ones, one short one. Some people only take short cables, but I treated myself with a 2-meter long one. And yeah, it's really nice when you're sitting somewhere charging your phone and you don't have to, and the plug is like somewhere down there, and you can just plug it in and be on your phone and don't go in an awkward position. Yeah, I also got some spares for my bag, for this one, like clippers, and adding in case I need to hitchhike or write something. Did not use it, but could have become useful. Yo, so my bag, I also got like in between, I've got like clip-ins, like something to clip it. So the distance is always kept the same, so the bag does not like go like this, so it keeps its shape. Yeah, and yeah, it got a bit destroyed. Okay, let's continue. The unicycle. Okay, it's a 29-inch unicycle. Most of the parts are from the QX RGB series, and yeah, like yeah, for the back, the rack here is just like a simple normal bicycle seat post rack, where I put all my gear on. It's, yeah, you can get them lots of places and lots of different shapes. Yeah. And this is just very simple for unipacking. In the front, yeah, here's my bag. Probably should get it off to show you better. Okay, in this bag I also got my Allen keys for like the most 2 common ones, like for adjusting the T-bar, or if something gets loose, always useful to have something close by. And then I have like a bag that I put over my unicycle, over the hub, so no weight got into the hub. Yeah, so let's come to the unicycle. Like I already explained the rack. In the front I have like a Chris Holm T-bar design, but actually those 2 parts here are made by Jacob Flansberry out of steel. Yeah, why? Because if I fall, usually unicycle hits here, and then there's a lot of force in here. And I wanted to be safe, to not destroy it. My Chris Holm original ones in the middle of and be, yeah, stacked kind of. So I asked Jacob to make them out of steel. Yeah, but usually like the normal Chris Holm ones, they lasted me also on my other trips, but for this long trip I really wanted to be sure Then on my handle design, like I'm riding usually like this, and as you can see here, I have a brake, and the brake is like attached to a, like another thing here. It's just like bands that I cut it and put on here. I got a little better, and then yeah, Q standard ones, and yeah, and in here, the heart of the unicycle is yeah, a Schlumpf gear tub with 2 gears, and it really makes the unicycle like it's 2 unicycles in one. It's like a mountain unicycle and a road unicycle in one, and you just shift into 2nd gear. You do the shifting with those buttons here, like with your feet while riding, and then you're on 2nd gear. It's a higher one, and it does like 1.5 revolutions of the wheel with 1 revolution of the cranks. Here the cranks, I have 145mm cranks. They're pretty long compared to what most other European riders ride. And I was really happy about my decision because I could ride like most uphills up in the north at least, but in the south I of course had to push a lot, and if I would not have the long cranks on, I would have pushed way more, and so happy about the decision. I really like long cranks actually. I've got like a 2.6 inch wide mountain bike tire on here. Yeah, I really love that it has like lots of profile and it's wide. For the north it was not always necessary, but there was like some softer surfaces where I was really happy to have the wide tire. Yeah, and I got some electrical tape, for example, under my rack to protect the color and also the metal. And I wrapped also some around here because the paint was getting off. And what I also got on here is like a zip tie to true the wheel actually. Yeah, and also one thing I want to mention, my saddle is the QX11 designed by Cosol for QX. And I really love it, it's so nice, and yeah. I removed the yellow stitches because they were kind of rubbing, and yeah, really treated me well. And yeah, what else? Yeah, just also with the brake, I got like a pretty common brake from Shimano, where you can get brake pads nearly everywhere, and I can totally recommend to be able to get brake pads or spare parts everywhere. Yeah, because I had this disc brake problem, and yeah, it really saved me to be able to get my brake pads everywhere. And yeah, so I would say 29 inch Schlumpf. That's about it. And yeah, I was so happy with my unicycle choice. Definitely would have, it's the best I could have made during this time, and yeah, I think that's like the perfect unicycle for unipacking. Like if you're like not on really rough terrain, like for munipacking it would not be, but for unipacking it's great. You're faster than a 36 inch, but you have the advantage of a 29 inch in the terrain and in the uphills, and also when mounting the unicycle, because on a 36 inch mounting was so hard. Like it took me 8 to 9 days to be able to mount a 36 inch fully loaded, and with this one I could mount without problems. And also when you're in a city in traffic, you can dismount and mount again without problems, and it was so great. And yeah, really love this unicycle, and probably my favorite now. Yeah, and it survived the EDT, but it definitely needs some fixing right now, especially like the spokes. Like I broke nearly the entire side on here, and yeah, and I carried some spare spokes with me and stocked them also up, and the spare spokes actually Like there in this tube here. So great place to put in spare spokes. Yeah, I hope I have not forgotten anything. Thanks for watching this long video, and if you have any questions for your unipacking setup, just drop them in the comments. And yeah, have fun going out unipacking, enjoy it. It's great fun, but lots of effort, but so worth it. Yeah, so for questions, just drop it in the comments or somewhere else. See you.